Okay, thank you. So now let's proceed to the next topic that is entitled When Technology and Humanity Cross. So introduction, the ever-growing society has made people to see technology as some form of necessity. So are you agree with that? Do you agree with that? That?
Yes.
Okay. So later on, let's answer to that certain question. So what happened when technology and humanity cross? So the word technology came from the Greek word techni and logos, which mean art and word. The other definition or meaning of that is discourse is an art, specifically applied arts. Almost all activities that human performance already requires the assistance of some kind of technological advancement. So nowadays, technology is very what useful to this generation, because even though it is a distraction, still the advantages of technology is very helpful for us, especially to us as a students. The next slide. Television sets, mobile phones, computers, and humanity. So these are the technological to advancement devices to our to the society. So necessity or wants, a number of technological devices can be easily found inside the home. So to be more specific, these technological devices are television sets, mobile phones, and computers. So these devices can be found sa inyong kaning home. What are the devices that most commonly found in your home? Anyone?
Cell phone.
Cell phones? Another?
TV.
TV or television? Computers? Dili kaayo ba? So, mayaman mga computers. So, these are the advanced technology that can be found in our home. So television in rural homes own at least one television set. So when we say rural home, this is areas that are located in the countryside, or specifically the province. So according to Kantar Media, he also reported that in the Philippines, the current count of households with television set already reached and 15.135 million. So that a high rate of the set of television used by the people located in the rural areas. The television was a product of different experiments by various people. So number one, a German student named Paul Gottlieb Nipkow in the late 1800s was successful in his attempt to send images through wires and the aid of a rotating metal disc. So this invention was called electric telescope that had 18 lines of resolution. So that telescope is now called a Nipkow disc, because Nipkow is the one who invented that telescope. The second one is Alan Archibald Campbell Swinton, taas yung name, who was an English scientist, and Boris Rosing, who was a Russian scientist, created a new system of television by using the cathode ray tube. So that cathode ray tube is have a negative charge, particles in natures, while the anode opposite by that is the positive charge. So when we combine the two together, we can create what we call cathode ray tube. So in that cathode ray tube, do you remember nga kaning in previously sa ato ang science subject na atay mag-identify ta og what we call by that electron. Electron is what? What charge? Is it positive or negative? Yes?
Negative charge.
Negative charge. Yes, that's right. So in that particle, it follows what? It follows protons and neutrons. So protons, what charge? What charge? Negative or positive? Wala ka remember? Kaya wala ka remember kay mingaw ang all. So ang protons is the positive charge while the neutrons is also the negative charge. So what is the smallest particle in a substance that certain particle also ang protons o neutrons diraa siya na belong o diraa siya makita. What certain particles that the smallest particle of the
Atom.
elements? What do you call
Atom.
by that? Yes?
Atom.
Yes, that is an atom. The smallest particles or substance in the elements. So another, the mobile phones. This is the part of the advanced technology. So on April 3, 1973, Martin Cooper, a senior engineer, and Motorola made the world's first mobile phone call. So sa di ay ang what? Nag-invent sa mobile phone that is purposely on calling language siya. Dili siya maka-text or anything nga kaning buhaton nato sa phone. So this kind of device was capable of 30-minute talk time but took 10 hours to charge. Okay. Dali ra siya. It is easily used. Dali ra po siya kaning malowbat. But it is only kaning weigh or iyahang kabug-aton is almost 1 kilo siya as what I've read in the internet. So in 1983, Motorola made their first commercial mobile phone available to the public and it was known as the Motorola Dynatac. The Motorola Dynatac by Martin Cooper. So everyone, did you follow?
Yes.
Okay. So the next technology that belong to this generation or the advanced technology, computers and laptops. So most of the profits gained by computer and laptop manufacturers come from offices, businesses, or schools where such devices have become part of their necessities or even wants as nga kaning wala nagkaning for leisure lang. So that is our wants. So in 2010, 3.6 trillion was the estimated total value output of all manufacturing establishments. So just like television set, mobile phone, computers, and laptops also have a long background history of trial and error. So we can say that everything has what? Has a process in order for us to come up a success, a result, or we have an achievement for that certain study or work. Next, Computer and Laptops also by Charles Babbage. If I am not mistaken, it is Babbage. He was the English mathematics professor who designed the analytical engine. So analytical engine from the other word or term is computer, which was used as the basic framework of the computers even until the present times. Of course, we use a computer so that we can easily access an information and etc. Computers can be classified into 3 generations. So number 1, computer was used for a certain period of time, gave people a new and improved version of the previous one. So that is understandable. The last one is first portable computer was released in April 1981 called the Osborne 1. So I have here a image but I cannot show because we are only using a cell phone. So sunod na lang. If naay gusto nga, or you can search na lang on the internet. So here are some facts about Filipinos and their use of gadgets and the internet. Mobile phone subscription. So I think nagtaas pa na siya karon. And then the second one, Filipinos spend approximately 3.2 hours on mobile phone. So I think more than pa na siya. Labi na 10 hours for me. Labi nagmagtanaw og what? K-drama or movies. So desktop daily. So currently, the Philippines has one of the highest digital populations in the world. There are now 47 million active Facebook users. So, dili lang po na 47 kay nowadays, murag previous pa man ni siya nga kuan nga kaning record or survey. So, the last one is the Philippines is the fastest growing application market in Southeast Asia. So the roles played by these technological advancement, the television or the TV is a platform for advertisements and information dissemination. So television, well, we can come up that information and other dili lang kaning advertisement, dili lang mga news, but also mga movies, dramas, and many more. The second one, it also serves as a recreational activity and good stress reliever to most families. So, yes, we are agree with that. The last one is a good platform for different propagandas and advocacies. When we say propagandas, well, mag-ask pa ba ko? Saan propagandas, everyone? Do you have an idea? Anyone? You have an idea about the word propagandas? Walay nagtubag. Mga gwapa daw ani kay ganda. Propagandas is what? The information disseminated whether it is true, whether it is false, or we can say that it is a fact or a bluff. So that is what we call propaganda. We can spread information whether it is true or not. And advocacies, of course, we can say that advocacy is what? Have a, well, kanang ikuan gyud siya. Kay advocate man, so kanang positive gyud siya in order for the people to what? Ma-persuade sila or ma-strength ilahang kaning opinion about your advocacy. So the next one is mobile phone. So ang purpose of mobile phone is that for communication. Today, people use their mobile phones to surf in the internet. Yes, because mobile phone is what? Portable device. We can use it anytime and anywhere. So the last one is used to capture good photos and videos. Personal computers and laptops also, yes, surf the internet and communicate, used by professionals, businessmen, students, and others to do their work and transactions, used to play different computer games, because nowadays, especially those teenagers who always facing the internet, the computers, in order to
be
entertained and for also the educational purposes. So that would be my part. And thank you for listening. I hope you have understanding for my report. So the next reporter will be taking the screen to RJ Coliantes. RJ, it's your turn.
Thank you, Jack.
Yes.
Everyone, can you hear me? The ball.
Yes, dong.
Okay.
Wait lang, RJ.
So, Jack,
Wait lang.
dili na ka mag-share screen. Ay,
Okay na.
Thanks.
Nag-share.
Di na siya kadugog
Okay.
kayo nag-i-off.
Morning, everyone. I am RJ Coliantes, as what Miss Jacqueline Sarino said. That is my name, right? So, okay, how are you feeling today, everyone?
Dili gidugay gid pud na siya makuon.
Guys, wake up! How are you feeling today?
Ting! Si ma'am gani natin. Kabalo na ko
Okay.
Ganda mag-report.
Dili, ingin na bitan na tag 5
Am I audible, everyone?
Reporter, ha?
Dali sa dugay na siya.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So now we are the
Diri para maka...
dilemma faced by these technological advancements.
Sa ingin,
So-
di ko kabalo sa ingin.
So the previous reporter has explained to us what are the mobile phones and computers and laptops.
Proceed siya.
So, those advantages comes with disadvantages also, as what
Si Irene,
we can
kuan sa ako.
see that the pros also
Sa
have
prom or
cons.
ang sama.
So, the ethical dilemma, when we say dilemma,
The problem.
it is a
You can choose.
common problem that is being faced by the masses or the people that has been using that kind of device or technology. So, these are the following. The first dilemma that we have is that most parents would argue that these devices make their children lazy and unhealthy. So, of course, when children are being submerged into technology, into the devices without being supervised or without the guidance, the proper guidance and information being delivered to the children by the parent or the guardian, it would greatly affect the children's perspective on how to operate, on how to properly use technology on their benefit. So, if the children have not been guided by the parents or guardians properly, it will going to change. It will going to change them instead of being changed by the technology. So, it is very apparently it is very unfortunate for children to be on that state. So, para maiwasan natin ang mga ganyang bagay na mangyari, is kailangan nating i-supervise ang mga kabataan or mga kapatid or mga kung may mga anak ba kayo dyan, yes, kailangan natin silang i-supervise para mag-guide sila kung paano ang tamang paggamit ng mga technological advancements such as these devices like this. So, okay. Everyone, do you follow?
Oo,
Guys?
daw dyan na si Panay.
Okay, manawag ko ha.
RG ang ura.
Ang nakasagot ba? Okay, again.
Tapo lang sa RG.
Excuse me, reporter, Mr. Colatis. Okay, you can call some of your classmates to participate. You are asking questions so that we can have our interactive discussion. I will give some points for those students who participated.
Okay, ma'am. So, guys, can you give me a scenario wherein students or children are being lazy by these devices? What kind of devices that makes the children lazy?
Usually so.
Do you have any idea? Or unhealthy, like something like that? Everyone?
Repeat the question na si Kimi.
Si RG, hindi na.
Okay.
Hindi na magutang.
So, do you have any idea or can you give me a scenario wherein a children or a child can be irresponsible, lazy, and unhealthy with the
Sa'yo,
with
itong topic.
misuse?
Okay, Miss Piloni is raising her hand.
Okay, ma'am. So, okay, Miss. Ma'am, but Miss Kimi has one man kanang siya man ang nauna, ari sir si Ma'am Pilones. Pwede na to si Kimi sa ang ato ang panon, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So to
RG.
can
Okay,
be
you're right.
can be or can't be lazy.
Can be.
Taas na iya. Dali.
5 slides. Tanawa daw PowerPoint.
Ayun kay mo, tanaw po nila.
Okay, sige na.
Wala ka nag-download?
Wala.
So, ang kids or ang mga children, mahimo silang responsible. Mo ba to lang question, no? Am I right, reporter?
Imo ang taas, Jack.
Pero mga kuan lang.
Yes.
Information lang.
Wala ay maybe lack of
Yes.
discipline from the parents itself. Then, time. Dapat maghatag sila time. Then, so mo to ko idea. Then, ako idea si Miss Orlandes. Sige.
Fresh apple.
So, good morning, ma'am. So, para lang sa kay naman ko ay baby. So, ako, consistent yun kay ko sa, in terms of using the smartphones, labi na sa balay. So, as a mom, nakoy kuan sa cellphone nga, i-parental well-being siya ang kuan. Kay kanang dapat 30 minutes lang siya magbabad sa cellphone. So, pagkahuman ana, dili na rin ako siya pagamiton whole day. 30 minutes lang. Dapat sa isa ka day, 30 minutes lang siya mag-use. Muna mo ang rules sa balay nga dapat pag mag-use siya cellphone, 30 minutes lang yun akong ginabutang kay. Pag once nga makagamit siya cellphone, mag-pop up lang tong time dito nga. Dili na siya pwede magamit. Mag-out na tanan ang apps. Mag-close na to siya. Ingon ano ako like para dili makungod mababad ang mga bata kay isa pa pud makapakuan sa bata is ang radiation manggod is lain na ba ang mga bata ron dili na maminaw tungod sa dala sa technology na sa so mao ra to ma'am.
Yes. That is correct. Hi. Thank you so much for your ideas, Miss Kimi and Miss Orlandes. I appreciate or I acknowledge the parenting that you give to your child, Miss Orlandes, because that is very ethical and proper. So now, let us proceed to the second dilemma. Ma'am, do you have any clarifications po?
Yan naman si ma'am pag last na.
Okay, let us proceed. So the second dilemma we have here is that people, especially the children who are not capable yet rationally deciding for themselves what is right or wrong, are freely exposed to different things on television, mobile phones, laptops, and computer. So, as what I have said earlier ago, that kita nga, tayo na mga nasa legal age na or meron na tayong sarili nating pag-iisip kung kaya na nating mag-isip kung ano ang tama at mali. Maaari na nating i-guide ang mga susunod na henerasyon kung paano ang tamang paggamit ng teknolohiya. So let us proceed to the next slide, please.
Answer.
Snack for the
Ma'am Jack. Okay, thank you. So now we are here on the robotics and humanity. So, robots is an actuated mechanism programmable in 2 or more axes with a degree of autonomy moving within its environment to perform intended tasks. So, robot. Who have here an idea what is robot? Everyone?
Hey, RG. Hindi mo nakaikuan tayo.
Okay, hirit na ko. So, robot, as it means from the bolded text right here, actuated mechanism. Actuated mechanism.
Kay advanced man.
Mechanism is a set of tools come together to create an action. That is why it is actuated mechanism. So, actuated mechanism is a form of motion wherein a robot can perform its programmed actions. So, as for a robot being programmed, it has a degree of autonomy. When we say autonomy, it is the ability. It is its ability to think on its own, to act on its own, self-governance, kumbaga. Okay. To perform its intended task. So now, let us proceed to a more complex topic. So, service robot. It is a service robot that performs useful tasks for humans or equipment, excluding industrial automation application. So, service robot, from the word itself, service robot, that it provides service to its master or to its programmer. Okay. So, kindly next the slide, please, Miss Arino. Okay, thank you.
Mali, that kind
So,
of slide to the
We now
next.
have the professional service robot. Unlike only the service robot, the professional service robot is being used for professional and commercial tasks, usually operated by a properly trained operator. Okay, so the best example for this is the mechanical service robot, wherein it has been used for over a decade
Si Ma'am
from now.
pa-quiz, no? Di.
In the
Kita?
industry of
Kasi hindi pa quiz, pero-
automotive, agriculture, and many other large factories that produces massive outputs in just a span of time. Okay, do you understand me, guys? Everyone?
Uy, man, pag-quiz.
Okay. So, Germany, an early developer of service robots, initiated the Desire project on October 1, 2005 through the German Federal Ministry of Education and Research. Service Robotics Innovation Leads Initiative. So, okay. The Desire project
Kik na tawa ko. Do you have an idea, Yak?
since Germany was a very futuristic country, they have come up into an idea to create an automated robot that has that has a mission, or that has a set of action and courses to perform its intended task. That is called a Desire project. Miss Sarino, kindly next slide, please. Okay. Desire has the following individual objectives. Desire 2009 to achieve a technological edge towards attaining key functions and components that are suited for everyday use. So when we say technological edge, it is the peak of technology wherein possibilities of development and innovation will going to occur for everyday use. So robots and technological advances are happening right now as we speak, because it is intended to what? Para mapagaan ang pang-araw-araw natin mga gawain sa buhay. Okay. Second, to promote the convergence of technologies through integration into a common technology platform. So, okay. The best example for this is the AI advancements. So the AI advancements have an integrated ideas that has come from different convergence of technologies. So, when we say convergence of technologies, it is ang pagbubungguan ng mga teknolohiya ang pagbubungguan ng mga ideya ng mga teknolohiya upang magkaroon ng isang panibagong teknolohiya na mas magiging kapaki-pakinabang mula nung una kumpara sa naunang naimbento. Yan ang para makabuo ng panibagong imbensyon. Okay. Common Technology Platform. The Common Technology Platform is
nag-opening si auntie.
We can say that the
Nag-branch
Google,
siya kuan.
the Chrome, the Microsoft, and many more. The ChatGPT can also be included. So, next, to conduct a pre-competition research and development activities for new products and technology transfer in startup enterprises. Wala pa, kunahuman. Okay. Startup enterprises in the field of service robotics. So, many enterprises or companies, organizations have come into the concept of creating service robots or robotics because the possibilities are wide in this concept. So the demand for this will going to boom as it will going to be released in the market. So do you understand, guys? Everyone? Hello?
Hi.
Can I have a response, please?
Dito.
Yes.
Very good, Genevieve. Bantay ka, Genevieve. Di ka
Yes,
matubag
yes,
sa
yes,
ako.
yes.
Gusto gigutom na ako.
Let us next the slide, please, Miss Arina.
Oh, eh. It's the slide the day. Late gid kayo, no? 30 minutes pa ta, boy.
Proceed to the next.
20 na lang yung time. Loo. Kamera gede ato.
Ay, hapit na ako na, day.
Ano ba yung RJ? Mulat pa na siya ba?
Okay.
Hmm?
As for my last slide, we have
Pila ka akong slide diri.
Gamay ra.
Ah.
18, 19, 20. Upat.
Oh. Uy,
following.
Pero nagkuhan sa akin.
Clear up the kitchen table. Fill the dishwasher. Clear up
loading iyang signal.
this
Ate,
room.
ah.
So, these three sets
Good for that.
of actions are going to be programmed
Sika na kailangan na kung kuhan.
by the programmer, the creator of the desired. So that mapapagaan nila ang mga buhay ng them were created in the early 1950s by George De Vol. The Ultimato was his first invention from the words universal automation. Sige, si Ultimato daw, siya ang pinakaunang robot na naimbento. At ngayon ay ginagamit na para sa pagbuo ng mga sa halimbawa isang kotse, siya ang bumubuo ng isang kotse sa halip na tao ang gumawa nito. Okay. Nasabta na ang desire or ang robotics, ang concept, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So, that would be all for my part.
Ikan ang microphone.
Good to teach you all.
Good
Thank you.
Good ra.
Miss Rayane, you may take over.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Ay, good morning pa di ay. Good morning.
Unsa dahil nila ang agi sa sildo eh.
Sildo-sildo na.
Kay wala na sildoan pa o. Unsa dahil ni by batch dahil ni. Kaaway man taning HR niya na ko manawag din man sa nakawa sa dere. Awa sa dayo.
Excuse me, am I audible?
Tarong gid ni sa HR.
Yes.
Naka-on ang mic ni ma'am, no? Okay, so now let's proceed to the roles played by robotics. So just like humans, there are also roles that robotics played. Like for example, for the previous slides, RJ introduced the Desire, which is a kind of robot which performed household tasks. Like for example, as a dishwasher, clean the table, desk, or just like that. So for a simpler recapitulation, let me remind you what is a robot is. A robot can perform tasks it is a machine powered by or programmed by computer that is capable of carrying out a complex series of actions automatically. So by one command, they usually do the task right away. So that is the more advanced technology for performing tasks rather than the computers, laptops, and mobile phones nga dili jud nato sila makamandan to carry out tasks, right? So it's more advanced than that. So first role that robots play, they perform complicated activities which human beings are incapable of doing. So in this society as a whole, they are primarily used to ease the workload of mankind. So for example, here is the vacuum cleaner. Have you seen a vacuum cleaner nga katong murag robotics na that they do the or carry out the task in cleaning the household independently. So parang naka-program na sila to clean the whole house. Alam nila kung saan sila tutungo or kung pag mabunggo sila, automatic nga sense nila nga muadto sila different way. So inana ka advanced ang isa ka robot. And then, on the other hand, even though they perform the simplest task at home so that their master can perform the complex ones without stressing themselves over the simple task. So, for example, ang kaning naanay machine karon di ba na kadtong mag-tear og paper or the printers, di ba we can set it na to how many copies and papers or pages that we wanted to print. So, pag ima na itong nasat ang machine sa printer machine, pwede na nimo mubuhat na kag another task. So, imo na itong biyaan, wala na, okay na to. So, dili na kayo stressful ang mga buluhaton sa tao. And then, some robots are made for pleasure or entertainment, of course. So, there are also robots which are made or serve as toys. So, naapoy mga robots nga kadto bitong salida bitaw nga I don't know if AI is considered as robots, but from the characteristic that robots are commanded, pwede sila ma-command ni mo, masuguan, may istorya. So, AI is a language what do we call this? Artificial intelligence. So, language model na silang mga AI like Siri, Alexa. For example, katong movie nga, dili na siya magawas og balay because ganahan na kayo siya sa company ni Alexa. So, naan na siya friend sa balay, a lover, kaning teacher, naan na kay Alexa tanan niyang mga kaning pag-communicate because he is a what do you call introvert. So dili na need niya mo adtong gawas og balay to socialize because he also already have the AI which is Alexa. So that is how robots are being used in this society. But there are three laws that robots laws or rules that robots should be following or obeying for them to become ethical or considered good or considered bad. So it is made by Isaac Asimov. Are you with the same page with me or the same screen? Do we have the same slides on our screens, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. So, robots have their own set of rules and characteristics that define a good robot is. These laws were formulated again by Isaac Asimov back in the 1940s. So, because Isaac Asimov is a very good manufacturer of robot kasi iniisip niyan yung mga ethical dilemmas. What is dilemma? Again, the common problem that robots and people might possibly face in the future if ang programming sa robot is like this or like that. So si Isaac Asimov, he considered what are the ethical considerations in making a robot. So law 1, a robot may not injure human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. So ang robot, of course, it should be useful to human kasi nag-intervene lang to sila sa buhay natin. So we should take the control over robots and not the other way around. Okay? So si Isaac Asimov, may rule siya sa robot na kailangan yung robot hindi siya destructive to humans as well as yung humans dapat hindi dapat it's not destructive to or what do you call this, abusive in manipulating robots for their own desires that could cause a greater problem in the society. So number 2, law 2, a robot must obey the orders given it by human beings except where such orders would conflict first law. So, yung robot kailangan na obey or what we call this, obedient to the owner or the human beings who own the robots, except when it disobey the first law. What is the first law again? It should be not harmful. For example, if a robot kaning gisugo siya sa human to make such destructive task or performance, like for example hack something or kaning destroy someone nga ginakalibutan sa owner sa robot, so the robot must disobey na ana nga the robot was programmed to disobey that certain task nga ipahimo sa owner. So kinahanglan ang robot mo obey, obedient, loyal, but knows the correct from wrong. Law number 3, a robot must protect his own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. So for example, of course, who wouldn't want a robot who makes our lives easier to exist until the death of us, right? So, kailangan dyan nato ng mga things nato nga makapahimulos ta, labi na mga advantages baya ta. Ako ra di ay, sorry. Oh, di ba? But the characteristics of people or human beings, they are very advantageous. They take advantage of someone or something, and then we take advantage even of mobile phones, right? And other things that we use at home, appliances and TVs, computers. So as well as for robots, kinahanglan i-protect nila ang ilang existence as long as they are useful, as long as they perform our task correctly and appropriately. It is good for them to still exist in the society. But if that protection conflict to the conflict, when you say conflict, for example, in a situation where its existence is harmful not to the society, then it nilabag nito ang law number 1 and law number 2. So that is all for the rules and laws of robots that should be obeying to become ethical in the society. Do you follow?
Yes.
Okay. So now let us go with the ethical dilemmas faced by robotics. Just as the technological advancements with the previous reporters have discussed, na apoy mga ethical dilemmas that robotics face. They are just like humans, us, nga naay mga concerns and problems that we are facing every day. Dilemma number 1 is the safety concerns. Of course, who should be held accountable if someone's safety is compromised by a robot? Who should be blamed? Kinsa na pod of the immune system, the agent using the robot, or the maker or the inventor? Kinsa man jud ang i-blame. Okay, for example, if the programmer of the robot, giprogram niya ang robot to kana bitang makaning nabitaw program ang robot nga mo carry out of task nga dili na maayo, then ang problema na is ang programmer, dili na ang robot, kay wala man siya part sa paghimo sa iyaha. But if the dilemma is ang robot kay obedient lagi ni siya, tas ang owner kay nagsugo og mga dili maayo, wala na ilabot si programmer. Ang owner na ang problema to. But in the other case, if the robots have its own to decide for its own actions, then ang robot na ang mapasanginlan. Number 2, dilemma is the emotional component. So ang dilemma ani is that this may seem completely absurd, di ba? Wrong man, di ba? Robots, they don't have emotions, but looking at how fast technology progresses nowadays, it is not completely impossible for robots to develop emotions, according pa ni Evans 2007. For example, kanang mga atong movie bitaw na Terminator, who have watched the movie Terminator by Arnold Schwarzenegger, I don't know how to pronounce his surname. Diba sa kaning sigig program sa iyaha kay para mapatay tong si Sarah dito sa past sa 1997 2029 na gud to, so advanced na king technology. So gipabalik sila sa 1997 kay para patayon si Sarah, and wala man ni tagumpay ni si Arnold, pero he is program ang naka-program sa iyaha kay patyon na gud si Sarah, so wala siya na tagumpay, and then gi-disable siya kay dili siya effective sa mao nga plano to carry out the plan. But kaning anak ni Sarah, patyon nila si Sarah tungod kay ang anak ni Sarah bright in programming. So basin daw kaning matalo or mapildi ang ilang mga programmer. So ilang patyon to si Sarah para dili manak si John. So si John kay naanak man, kay naay may protector po ni Sarah, naanak man si John, giprogram niya si Arnold to become his protector. And then kadto nga protector kay it is programmed pero si John bata pa man siya, 10 years old, so dili pa siya kabalo sa mga factors pa to consider. But wala siya kabalo nga ang iya ding gi-program nga si Arnold nga mopatay sa iyang mama kay na program niya to be his protector, and then plus at the end na program pagid dayto niya to develop emotion. So robots have its potential po to develop emotion. So, bantayanan siya. It's an ethical dilemma to be considered because we don't know that the things we use at home di ay kinana din na day possible na mag-develop of emotions. Ang mga ref di ay kay wala ta kabalo nga tungod sa mga innovation makalihok na siyang iyaha, or di ba na tuktukon maka YouTube nga mga rap. So, we don't know the possibilities. So, it's one of the ethical dilemmas that should be considered. So, naay ginatawag na partial autonomy and full autonomy sa robotics. Tungod ni sa kaninga independence or to care the independency of carrying out tasks. So ang partial autonomy the partial autonomy includes active human-robot interaction. So si partial autonomy gagawala ng task si robot kapag there is a command or prompt coming from the robot owner. So pag na-command lang mo, lihok si robot in the category of partial autonomy. But in full autonomy, it excludes active human-robot interaction. The robot has its full independency in carrying out tasks, which is more bantayanan or to be considered kay si full autonomy, meron siyang possibility to decide on its own. What if ibaliktad day ka aning kuan, ikaw na himuon sulugoon tungod sa mga makaya ni robot in the full autonomy. Na dito'y gun na di ay si robot. So, dili ka masugot ana sa iyang mga sugo. So, we didn't know the possibility. So, again, ano ga ito si partial autonomy?
Okay.
So, 59 na. Si partial autonomy, wala siya, mao na pa ang last na ko nga slide. Si partial autonomy, kailangan siya ng command ni owner, but the full autonomy, the robot has the independency in carrying out tasks. Another dilemma, wala na include sa PowerPoint, another dilemma that should be considered is given the robots to be given their own set of rights should they develop the ability to feel different kinds of emotions. So, dinhi gina-compare si robot to animals. Diba? So, si robot, even though wala sila emotion, they should have the set of rights. Dili kay i-abuse na to sila. Just like animals, sa una, we think that animals, there is a big conception that animals don't have emotions. That is why, ato lang pasagdan sa streets, ato lang ginasipaan, just like kaning mga ginahimo sa most people around the world, but it is being proved that animals has emotions, so there is considerations na in the animals as of today. There are advocates that protects animals because they are also living beings that feels emotion. So maara to ang topic about the when technology cross humanity, and that is all.
Okay, thank you.